here's what, and I talk about this 2011 thing, right? Because I think we're gonna look back on the season and we're gonna see who got the MVP. And living it, I totally understand Jokic as the MVP. But I think once the season is over and we get a few years away from it, people are gonna be like, "How the hell did Jokic win the MVP?"
Over who?
Yeah, who do you think that person will be?
Just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Okay.
Because we lived that 2011 season, and as much of a LeBron fan as I am, and as much as I'll say that LeBron should have won that MVP, nah, bro. 3 in a row that puts you in a different place, and your playoff success just hasn't been there for you to get that third in a row. And Derrick Rose is bringing back Chicago. Chicago has not been a believable team since MJ left. Yeah, Ben Gordon and them had a good run, but nobody believed in them. You know, they were gonna get out in the second round. And so I understood Derrick Rose winning that MVP, and because I lived it, right? And I think some people go back and look at the numbers years later and forget what it was like in the moment. And they'll look at maybe an Embiid and be like, I think Embiid should have been MVP or this, that, and the third. And sadly for Chris Paul, it's never going to happen for him. But I was saying all that to say, we're in love with Luka and Jokic, right? Basketball media. But name a player type like them who's won a championship. And that's where I struggle with their really high rankings, is that Luka is James Harden. He just doesn't shoot as well.
He also doesn't have the shooters around him that James Harden has. If he did, who knows? And then Jokic, as much as I do actually like Jamal Murray, he doesn't have much help with him either. If we talk every year about contenders and how there's about 8 contenders. And really, every year there may maybe 4. So yeah, it's nice that they are around, but really, what is Luka supposed to do with the team he's got? What really is Jokic supposed to do with the team he's got against the Lakers, who are probably still the favorite? You're not going to take them over the Clippers. You wouldn't take them over Utah, and then you're not going to take them over Philly or the Nets. So really, what are they supposed to do?
Get beaten in the first round because they are not even favored in their first round series to Portland.
Yeah, so Giannis last year, people were like, we can't give you any more of these because they got bounced out by Miami. And it was a terrible matchup for them. But they were the favorites. They were supposed to go to the finals. They were supposed to maybe win the finals. So that's why when people were like, we can't give you this one in 2011, they got bounced out the year prior by Boston, which Boston was really good. But the year before that, they got bounced out by Orlando, which also should not have happened. So that's
but if you look at that getting bounced by Orlando was very competitive in the finals, and if Stan Van Gundy wasn't their coach, there is a case that they could have won that championship.
But if Stan Van Gundy's not their coach, do they get there? The way they're playing, how Hito's playing, how Rashard Lewis, do they get there?
Stan Van Gundy was before his time with the way that team played, and then somehow he's regressed in 2021.
Yeah, he just stayed in 2009.
No, he didn't stay. He got worse. I don't. And Eric, that's a great question. And because of the way I view Stan Van Gundy today and what he did in Detroit and what he's doing now, I'd say they do better without Stan Van Gundy. Just like the Heat did better without Stan Van Gundy when Pat came down there, slick back, took over the team, and won that championship with Gary Payton and Antoine Walker.
Which they should not have won.
Look here. D-Wade was getting fouled, hacked left and right.